Hey everybody, I'm so sorry. I am like 2 minutes late. My last meeting ran over and getting my bearings here. So for those of you that are here, welcome. I'm going to today, we're going to talk about revamping your recruiting page on KV Core, but I wanted to say that if you're not into recruiting, it's still a good idea to stay and watch, because what we're going to be doing essentially is be making a custom page. And so if you're already wanting to make like a custom page for something else, this will totally help you make that custom page, whether it's for recruiting or not for recruiting. Basically, at the end, I'm going to show you how to slip it in to the recruiting tab on your page. But if you're just, or excuse me, on your website, but if you're just wanting to know how to make a custom page, this is also a great webinar to watch. So welcome everybody. I'm going to get into my KV Core and I'm going to share my screen with you guys when I get there. And if you have any questions along the way, just put them in the chat or the Q&A and I will try and keep my eyes open for them. Okay. So this is my KV Core. And I'm going to go to my page here. And right here, everybody has a we're hiring page on your website. And it looks like this. It's pre-done for you. But a lot of people want to make it more about their brokerage or more about their team or, something like that. So if that's what you're doing, I'm going to show you how to remove this page and do your own page. So let's go. The first thing you're going to do is go to Web and IDX and go to your website manager. Then we are going to go down to your custom pages. And if you hit view edit, you can create a new custom page. And I was just on a webinar, not a webinar, I was on a coaching meeting with someone yesterday, and she's just like, I've been doing it and I've been trying to put in a picture and then I put in the text and it kind of looks okay, but it kind of looks a little janky. And I'm just not pleased with the way things are looking on here. And I can understand that because the way that this builder is set up, it's very primitive. But if you want something that looks spectacular, you want to use HTML code. And you're going to say to me, Heather, I am not an HTML coder. I don't know how to do that. Guess what? I don't know how to do it either. But I'm going to show you how to make something very beautiful, get the HTML code, and put it in here so that you have a great looking page on your website. And the way we're going to do that is my favorite application, which is Canva. And I'm going to give you guys an example of a page that I did. Let's see if I can find it here. Here it is for another done for you services client. They wanted oh, this isn't it. This is the wrong one. Let's find the right one. Maybe, oh, there it is, the one I actually did. So I did this whole page in Canva for them. They wanted a bunch of videos in here about, their brokerage, and we have some call to action buttons where they can, they can chat with them on Facebook Messenger. Actually, I'm going to make this bigger so you can see it better. Schedule a meeting with them, chat with them. This goes to their Calendly link, things like that. And in Canva, when you make something, if you go up to share and you go to more and you go to embed, it will give you HTML code for what you just made, which is so great. So let's start from the beginning and make a page in Canva real quick. I'll show you how to make it, and then we'll get the code and we'll put it in and we'll do all that good stuff. So let's go home and let's go to sizing. So whenever you're putting something on your Facebook, or excuse me, on your KV Core site, I don't like to do anything more than 1600 pixels across. We want it to not take too long to load. So if it's way more than 16 pixels, it can take a long time. If it's way less, the quality can kind of go down the tubes. So I always say 1600, 1500 across. And then however long it is depends on how big how much information you're putting on your page. And the nice thing about Canva is I'm going to actually create a design. So I'm going to say I'm going to do a custom size. And I'm going to do it in pixels. So I'm going to say 1600. And so for the height, I might do 30,000. And that's that. But let's say like you're making your page and you only get down to here. You can always go to resize and shorten it up so that it doesn't, you don't have a bunch of dead space at the bottom. So let's say that you want to put in a banner at the top. So you might go over to your elements. You might put in something like this. And you might go down to your, you can actually, where is it at? Your logos. You can preload your logos into Canva, or you can just upload them. But let's say you have a logo that you want to put here. And then let's say that you want to put a picture in photos. I'm going to do photos from here, but if you have let's say you have a picture of your whole brokerage, like outside your office or something, and you want to put that in, you would just go to uploads and upload your file of whatever picture you wanted to upload. I'm going to go to photos and just or maybe you don't have one and you want to go to the photos and pick something like this. You could do that. You could say, okay, here. And then you're making us say some text over here. Join our team. And I'm going to make it prettier than that. You're just going to watch me do. Where's my Amsterdam? I like my Amsterdam scripts. There they are. My faves. So maybe you're going to put join our team up here. Okay, of course, too big. I'm not going to get too crazy with this. Obviously, you get the idea, but you can move things around or whatever. And then so over here, you're going to say maybe you're going to put, actually, I'm going to do a subheading. Let's put it here. And then maybe you're going to say, KV core. Well, actually, it's inside real estate. Inside real estate is an amazing place to work. Learn more about us, or whatever. Obviously, you can just make it so that it fits. We can shorten this up, move it around, right? And then let's say I want to put some buttons in here. So I'm going to go to elements and I'm going to put button. There's all sorts of buttons that you can use. And again, this little pro thing, so basically Canva is free. If you want the pro version, it just gives you more options. But like this button is free to use. This button you have to pay to use. I don't know why it's that much different. Okay, so then I might put in a button that says some text on top of it. Chat with us. Chat with us. And I'm gonna make this smaller. I'm gonna put it right here. A little bit bigger. And it'll kind of show you to make it like super centered. And then I'm going to change the color of it to match my colors. And instantly, if you put your logo in here, whenever you're changing colors, it's going to pull colors from your logo for you. So you can just do that. So then in Canva, if you just select them both, you can group them. So now they're all together. And then you can go up to here. And you might not be able to see it because my face might be there, but right behind here is a link. So you click the link button. And then you can enter any link you want. So chat with us. If you go to Facebook and go to your it's going to take a minute to load, isn't it? Because I'm zooming. You go to your Facebook business page. So I'm just going to go to my old business page that I used to have. My business page used to be Virtual Realty Assist, which actually your handle is right there. Your Facebook Messenger link is m.me/whatever your handle is for Facebook. And so if you put that in to a link, where did it go? You put that in your link over here. When they click on that, their Facebook Messenger is going to pop open and they'll be chatting with your Facebook business page. So that's, one way to do it. Let's say that you want to put in a video about how amazing your brokerage is, and you want them to be able to watch it here. So the other thing you can do is you can add YouTube. No, it's not right. Embeds, my fault. You can actually search YouTube up and put in a YouTube video here, but actually go to embeds, and then you go to, so you could put a Vimeo one in, a YouTube video in, whatever you want to do. But if you go to YouTube, and then you're gonna, no, it's not right. Oh, my bad. Delete. No. Delete. I did that wrong. You're actually going to put your web link here. So like if you go to YouTube, and let's say on your YouTube channel, you have this particular YouTube video that you want to put onto your website. You would just share it, get your YouTube link, copy it, go back to here, put it right here, and add it to your design. Yeah, that's how you do it. Took me a second there. And so you can make it bigger or smaller, whatever you want to do, and whatnot. And then, you could maybe put in some more text that talks about, more information about your, our philosophy is always have fun. Whatever. Make it much smaller. Bring this today, whatever you want to say. So now I've made this page. And now I'm like, I have all this dead space down here. So like I said before, you can just hit resize. You'll have to play with it, but I think that's about 2/3. So I'm going to go with 2000 and see what I get. And it'll do that. So you just want to go like this whole thing, size it back out to how big it was. Okay, so now I've got this great website page that I've made. And then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the share, go down to more, and embed it. Oh no, what did I just do? More, embed. Oh yeah, embed. And then it's going to make this HTML code for me. So I'm going to copy the code. I'm going to go back to KV4. And right here is where you enter code at. So I'm going to put the code in there. Enter it. Now, if you do this, you can see at the end of this, it says, after this no opener says, join our team by Heather Bowden. That's me. If I do that, I get this little thing down here, and I don't like it. So what I'll do is if you go a little hack here, if you just take that part out, that join our team, blah, 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 right after no opener, that part of the text, take it out, save it. It goes away. So then I'm going to, we got to title this. So I'm going to say Heather's new recruit page. And then we have to do a category. I'm going to put it under test, but you can put it under whatever you want, or you can make a new category. And then this is what the URL slug is going to be. And then we're going to say, save it. Now, let's find it. You look at it, here it is on KV Core. This is what it looks like on your website. And you're going to say, well, Heather, I don't want all this junk on the right-hand side. And I totally agree with you. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to here and edit it. And I'm going to give you guys 2 pieces of code today. So let's go up to your code again. And let me find that code that I made. Now I'm going to put this in the I'm going to share this with you guys. I'm going to put this in the chat right now. And I'm also going to put it in the description when I post this to YouTube. But this, actually it's right here. If you want to remove the sidebar on any of your custom pages, you're going to use this code. I don't know what it says. I'm not a coder, but my coding people at KV Core gave it to me, and so this is what I'm going to do. Where am I at here? Okay, right here. So this is we went here, just right on the end of this, add that. So if you do that and save it, I'm going to go back to my page. You can see that now it's gone. It's not there. It takes up what you did, takes up the full width of your page. And you can see here, like if I click chat with us, that link works, right? If I click here, I can watch the video right here. So, you know, everything, all the links, everything that you make in your page will come over from there. Oh, if that makes sense. Now, caveat on Canva. It's very important that you know this. If I change this here, this will change the code on your page. So you want to save this and don't mess with it. Like put it somewhere in a folder in your Canva that you don't mess with it, because if you mess with it, like let's say you come in here and delete this off, even though you don't change anything on your KV Core site, it will change because this code is like, I don't know how it works, but it does. And so it will change everything. So also if you want to edit it, you don't have to go back in and switch your code out on KV Core. You just have to edit it here and you can make edits and it will reflect back. It might take a few minutes to reflect back, but it will. Okay. Now you might say to me, Heather, do you remember on your old page, where am I at here? You had this really cool thing at the bottom where they could set up a meeting. And if people put their information in, it would go right into my KV Core for me. I'd really like that, please. We can do that too. So if you go to KV, let's go back to our Heather's new landing page. And actually, now that I think about it, that's not what I'm going to do. Now that I think about it, I should have done this first, because you're going to need to put this piece of code in before you put in the code that takes away the sidebar. So back here to my recruiting page, this honking thing, we're going to copy. Let me go back here and actually right after no opener, which was, if you recall, this right here is the end of our Canva script. I'm going to stick that in. I'm going to save it. This looks weird here, but it doesn't when you go to your page. So then there's new recruiting page. Let's have a look now. There it is. So you can put that in as well. Now you can't see it because my colors are really weird on this, but this is whatever you have, whatever color you have. I don't know why it's this weird gray on mine, but that whatever you named your page is what's going to be up here. So just keep that in mind when you're naming your page. You might want to name it Join Us or Join Team, whatever it is. Okay. So we made the page. And now you're like, well, I want this to be in my navigation. I want it to be here instead of this stuff. So what you're going to do is you're going to go back to your KV Core and you are going to go to, remember this, right? Web and IDX website manager. Actually, I take it back. We need to get this URL. So get that URL. Go back to Web and IDX website manager, edit your settings. Let me find it here. If you scroll on down, it will say Twitter, chat. I always miss it because there's so much stuff here. Application, hiring, Google, listings. Oh, I've missed it somewhere. Where did it go? You're hiring. Should be here. Oh. Testimonials. Wait, email the video recording. We don't do that, but it will be on YouTube probably today or tomorrow. Huh. You know, you might have to be a admin to do this, now that I think about it. Let me see here. Well, I know there's a recruit tab, but there's a spot. Site homepage, recruit text. It's not there. It's not it. ID. As I just did this for somebody the other day. I think this option might not be here for you if you are a regular agent. I think you might have to be an office admin or a team admin to make this change happen. So if you are a admin or a team admin, give me just a second to find an account that I can show you how to do that in. Somebody's an admin. Ah, it's not admin account here. Find. Well, I know I'll go to the account that I did it in. Hang on. Just the other day. There it is. So that recruiting page I was showing you earlier is in this account. So we did his custom page. Was that page right there. And in his settings, because he's a company admin, you can tell from being up here. In the custom settings, we put, yeah, there's your custom navigation, your hiring link right here. This is only available to, now that I think about it, yeah, if you're an admin, but so your hiring link is this right here. This is the page we made for him. So that would have been the, you know, the URL that, where is it? This URL that I made, right? You put it right here in your hiring link instead of the, you know, we're hiring link that's in there, that's defaulted. So sorry about that. If you're a single agent, you can't do that. But you can if you are a company admin, a team admin, you have to have admin status to do that. So if, let's say that you are a single agent and you still want to have it in your navigation, you can do that. Let me just show you. And then let's go back to my account. So if you're a single agent, your option would be, your workaround would be to put it in your top navigation instead of under that we're hiring tab. So when KV Core wants to let me get into my account, as we're zooming over slow again, log in, there we go. What you would do instead, if you're a single agent, is you would go to your Web and IDX website manager. You edit your settings. You're going to go down to your custom navigation, which is right here. So the we're hiring link won't show up if you want to turn it off. And then you can put a page up here in your navigation. So Heather's new recruiting page goes here, and then I save it. Now it's going to show up right here, the very top. So you could name yours, you know, I can go back to you could name yours, you know, join us or whatever you want to name it, but it'll show up in your main navigation. And actually sometimes people want to see it. Like I was talking to a done for you client the other day, and she was like, well, I don't want it to be, you know, in the we're hiring. I want it to be bam, like in my navigation. And that's how you would do it if you wanted to put it there as well. So that is that. If anyone has any questions about how to do that or how to do anything else, let me know. It looks like we already have one question, so I'm gonna stop my share and check it out. Question: when the system posts to Facebook, how can you post it to Instagram but does not post to Instagram automatically? Well, it's not. So Instagram is a different beast. You can set up your Facebook so that everything that posts to Facebook posts to Instagram, I think. But the problem is that Instagram is not something you want to be posting stuff from that you would normally post to Facebook. And what I mean by that is, let's say that you are in your listings and you want to post it to Facebook, right? What Facebook does is it sends a picture with a link. You can't send a picture with a link in Instagram. Instagram does not allow links in their page, in their posts. And so like all you're going to do is you're going to put a picture there, and then there's no way for people to get to what you're saying, if that makes sense. And so in Instagram, I would say you want to make it, you want to do it not automatically that way. It doesn't help you. What I would do is I would get, for Instagram, I want you to get a link tree or a bio link. If you've never done it before, Linktree looks like this. You can get in and you can get a free account. You don't even have to pay for it. You can pay extra to make it prettier. But if you don't want to, you know, you can just get a free account. So I'll show you. I always show my favorite clients. Megan has one on hers. So on Instagram, you can say whatever you want, but you can't put links in. But when you're putting something on Instagram, what you can do is you can say, hey, if you want more information about this house on 123 Main Street, click the link in my bio. This is your link tree. And instead of putting your link there, that is for your website or whatever, you want to make a link tree link. So I'll show you what hers looks like. So hers looks like this. So she can do, you know, here's all her listings that she puts up there. So she might have posted it and they're like, oh yeah, I want to look at it. And you can even put the picture there when you're doing it, so they can tell you which one they want. You can make them shake. Oh, Heather, share my screen. You know what, you guys, you got to tell me this earlier because I'm crazy this way. Let's go from the beginning. So here's my friend Megan. She has a link tree. It is in her Instagram feed. And so when you're posting something to Instagram, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to say, hey, if you want more information about this house, click the link in my bio. So this is the link in your bio. And Linktree, I'll go back to this, is right here. It's linktr.ee. Just if you search Linktree in Google, you'll find it. Like I said, you can get a free account. The stuff she has on her account, like this shaking thing and putting these pictures here, you have to have a paid account for. But you can have a regular account that just has all these buttons. And so in here are all sorts of things that you can put to drive people back to your website. So these are great for your listings. These are great for squeeze pages. You know, these are great for landing pages. So for instance, like if you want to, it's like she has one for her newsletter, you know, get my monthly newsletter. You know, that's a landing page that she made where they can sign up for her newsletter. This triggers her newsletter to send in KV Core. So that's to answer, it was a very long-winded answer to your question about Instagram, but it's a different animal than Facebook. Do not want to post directly there because you cannot post links. So you want to get a link tree. BioLink is another one. It's like Linktree, does the same thing. It's called BioLink. Where am I at here? Okay. So on the chat, would you suggest making a landing page that would direct recruits to a we're hiring page, or what would be the best way to market that page? Also, why do you say button with an Indiana accent? Because I'm from Indiana. I'm a Hoosier through and through. I live in Portland now, but I grew up in Indiana. I went to IU, and oh, Sean, it's you. Shut up. I know Sean. I just didn't notice it was Sean that said something to me. I was all excited that I had a fellow Hoosier on, but it's not true. Okay. So would you suggest making a landing page that would direct recruits to the we're hiring page? I would probably not do that. It's just another step. Unless you really want them to sign up. But like for me, a landing page, for people to sign up at your landing page and give out their information, you really have to be offering them something good. And so I think a landing page in between your recruiting page probably isn't the best. I would land them if you're running an ad, or if you're putting it out there, like you can still like promote your page. Like, let's find it here. Like if you put this out on Facebook, you can still, I'm not sure like what it would look like actually if we post it. It probably might pull. Yeah, it doesn't pull anything. I would then probably put in a picture or something and just have the link here, like, hey, we're thinking about joining so and so or whatever, and maybe instead of this, put a picture of your team or your logo or something, but have the link in the description, what you're writing about, and then have them go straight there. Because if they go straight there, there's all these calls to actions on here, like they can chat with you, they can watch this, they can sign up for their meeting here. You could put a button that goes to your Calendly if they wanted to do that, have coffee with me or whatever it is you want to put on there. You could do that. You're welcome, Sean. Okay, anybody else? Let's see, another question. How do you get the same post from Facebook to Instagram, not related to the website? This is when the system posts your listings from Facebook. David, are you talking about Core Listing Machine and Core Social, or are you just talking about, doing it, posting to Facebook from here? Yes. Which one? This one? Just posting right like this? If you're talking about just this and you want to post this to Instagram, what you would have to do is it's a little convoluted. You would go here. So when it's automatically posting. So from Core Listing Machine or Core Social? I'm gonna Core Listing Machine. Our live listings will automatically post. Do you have I don't think I have Core Listing Machine in here. So let me ask you this. Do you have, I haven't done it on here. I'm going to, let's do this. This is Crazy Town. Where's David? David, I unmuted you. If you want to unmute yourself, you can talk to me. Have you connected your Instagram to Core Listing Machine?
So I'm Janine, I'm Dave's assistant.
Oh, hi.
So basically I know when if I were to manually post on Facebook, I can cross post to Instagram. But I guess my question is, when the system, Core Listing Machine, automatically posts live listings to our Facebook, it's not going to go over to the Instagram. Is there a way or a workaround where we could kind of get that to go over without having to manually repost everything?
Have you connected you guys don't have Smart Social though, right? You just have Core Listing Machine?
Yes, and our, like our business Instagram is linked with our business Facebook. So if I go in to do a post, before I publish it, I have the option to check off to post it to Instagram as well. But if it's something that's coming like automatically from a feed, then it's not, I'm guessing it's not going to go over to Instagram because you guys don't support that platform yet. So
yeah,
we were told you guys can't post to Instagram automatically because you're not approved.
yeah, we cannot. And also because the reason we can't do it to Instagram, it's not that we're not approved, it's that, well, it is that we're not approved, but it's that Instagram is a phone-based app, not a web-based app. So like you couldn't go on and post something, like even as your own person, like you can't go on to Instagram and post things from your desktop. Doesn't work that way. So like there's no way for us to post it and it go through your phone to go to Instagram, if that makes sense. So what you'd have to do is you'd have to do it manually to your Instagram. But in which case I would get a link tree and I would just, post to your Instagram a picture of the house with a description. But yeah, there is no way to have it automatically go just because of that reason, the way Instagram is set up. It's just a different animal.
okay, thank you.
Great.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. Let's see if I have more questions here. Not there. Let's check the chat. What's the difference between a landing and a squeeze page? Which captured click on our website and trigger the notification? What's the difference? Is a landing or a squeeze page which captures a click on our website and trigger the notification on our KV Core? Okay. Hang on a second. So I will put the first thing I'm going to do. I'll do you a quick answer, but I will also go to YouTube. No, I'm going to put this in the chat for you. So if you go to our YouTube page, it's just a great place to get info. Also, it helps if you spell correctly. Here's your question right here. A whole hour on this. But I will share this video in the chat, and I'll also share it on the description in YouTube when I post this. But just to give you the quick down and dirty, a squeeze or a landing page. Close all these tabs before my computer crashes and was like, man, I'm mad at you. A squeeze page is a landing page is a place where you can collect people's information. So you're going to offer them something. So whatever you're offering them, you're going to put in here. You can put some reasons why they would want to give you their information, and you can change what the button says. So maybe you're offering them a list of homes, or you're offering them a relocation guide. So instead of see the list now, it would be download the guide, right? Or whatever it is. And then you have a URL that you're going to land them at, aka landing page, after they do that. So whenever they're going to give their information, so maybe it's a list of homes, it's a URL that's all the homes you're giving them, or it's a downloadable link for your relocation guide, or whatever it is. then they put their information in here, and yes, they go to their information goes straight into KV Core. You will get a notification that you have a new lead. A squeeze page is a list of homes or a list of sold homes, a single property. You can do a seller and a market squeeze too, but basically instead, so let's say you would pick, oh, I just changed my thing. You pick an area. You can pick, say, I want all in this area, I want all the homes with pools, right? So you can make kind of your house list. Then you're gonna say where you got it. Well, I'm gonna put this on Facebook. I want a hashtag new Kent pool homes, so that you know that if they sign up from this, they'll get a hashtag. And incidentally, same thing with this, you can put a hashtag here in your landing page, or if they sign up, that hashtag will be attached to them. And then how many properties are they allowed to look at before they're asked to sign up? I always put immediate, because if they're not going to do it after 2, they're not going to do it after 1. Doesn't matter. I just you can't look at any until you give me your info. And then I'm going to make a link. And then this link will take you to here. Because there's only one house in Kent, Virginia with a pool, but usually it would take you to a list. There'd be like let's say you did something a little more encompassing. It would be maybe there's 10 houses or 100 houses. They're going to be able to see all these houses, but they can't really look at them until once they click on it. Actually, this isn't going to work because I'm already signed in as me. But if they weren't, a little pop-up would show up and be like, hey, you want to look at this? You've got to give us your information. And then they give you the information. The information goes into KV Core. You get an alert saying, you have a new lead. So it's my kind of rule of thumb that if I can do it in a squeeze, I would rather do it because I think it converts a little better, because they can see what they want, but they can't get to it. It's like, I want to look at that house, but I can't get to it. Whereas like with a landing page, like I said before, you're asking me to give you my information based on just some information here. Give me something good, right? So now you could lead this to a squeeze. So you could say, here's all the pool homes in Kent, Virginia, or whatever, in which case you're going to want to make it so they don't have to register ever, because they've already registered here. And then you would land them on that list of Kent pool homes. You can do that as well. I usually will do that if I'm running like a Google pay-per-click ad or something. I'll put that in between, or I'll do this and I'll do this, and I'll see which one performs better. But that's kind of the main difference between a landing page and a squeeze page. But if you watch that YouTube video, it like totally deep dives into into making them both, and ideas for both, and the difference between both. So I would definitely recommend that YouTube video. All right. Still mad at Sean. Okay. Anybody have any other questions or anything I can answer? We've got like 10 minutes left if you guys have anything else related to anything at all, KV Core wise or Indiana wise. First exhibition game Saturday. Can't wait for basketball to start. Anybody? Nobody? Okay. Well, then I will let you go and go eat my lunch 10 minutes early. But as always, I'm going to do a little plug. If you go to the marketplace, my tiles are here. If you have done for you requests, I could make you that recruiting page if you want. I can make you a recruiting smart campaign to go after people, to try and get them to get to your recruiting page. I do custom campaigns, newsletters, holiday stuff, whatever you want. Come see me here. If you just want some coaching or you just want some help, these two will get you to me as well, 30 minutes or an hour. You can always come see me there. All right. Or you always come see me on Wednesdays and ask me questions. I look forward to seeing you guys next Wednesday, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Have a really great, fun Halloween. Bye, everybody. Thank you.